Hello, and welcome to Animal Shopping Club Network. I'm Rosemary Howard, and today with me, among the many distinguished guests in our studio, is Grace from Precious Pups Creations, who's here to tell us about all her designer couture for canines.
Thank you, Rosemary. I'm delighted to be here.
We're glad to have you, as well as your darlings here, too.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity to come and talk to you about myself and my designs.
Well, we're thrilled to hear about it, and I see someone already wants to start the conversation.
Yes, that's Juliana Grace.
I'm sure the viewers at home want to know all these little precious ones. This is Juliana Grace. Who are the other
And
pups?
this is Deja Lynn.
Deja Lynn, not Deja Vu.
Deja Lynn, and that's Chelsea Adele.
Chelsea Adele is taking a nap, so
Yes,
we'll leave her alone, I suppose.
Well, it all started. I was born in Virginia, Richland County, on a farm, and we grew up with animals.
Okay.
But we were poor, and my mother taught us to design our own clothing. So I grew up designing and talking and sewing all of my life. And then, well, you never know what life is going to deal you in life. You know, things just change. And when I came to Pennsylvania in 1961, I was coming out of a bad marriage, and I came to Reading, and I started with $7.41 in my pocket. But being raised poor, I was rich. I was rich with confidence, self-confidence, and to know that I have always been loved all of my life. And I had that, and I just knew that I was one of the greatest people that ever walked the earth.
Good. That's important.
Yes.
And it gives you the strength to go on and contribute.
Yes. And my mother taught me that from a little child up. In fact, I thought I was her favorite. But then at her passing, I learned that we all was Mama's favorite. Anyway, I remarried. And I married a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man who just gave me all the freedom to fly, to do what I wanted to do in life. And he encouraged me so much. And I found myself on top of the world. I have an international hair extensions license, and I was planning on traveling all over the world teaching that. I had a full-service salon, and I was making good money, and I thought I was set for life. And then one day, My husband told me that he didn't sleep the night before because he had a very bad headache.
Mm-hmm.
And I called the doctor and I took him to the hospital. He had a blood clot on the left side of his brain, the size of my hand. And that started a whole new life for me because I gave up my career.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up all of my community work that I was doing, and I moved into the hospital.
Oh, to be with him?
To be with him.
Yes.
I lived in the hospital with him for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2 months, he had 2 brain surgeries and numerous of small strokes, which left him blind. And he's like a vegetable. So after 2 months, the doctor said that he could come home. Insurance runs out, and then they send him home. And he said that he should put him in rehab. And I says, no, no rehab. That's not an option. He said, well, he's only going to live just a couple of weeks. I said, that's okay. I'll take him home. So that was the beginning of my loneliness and my broken heart from not having the encouragement, the love, the compassion that I got from my husband.
You got a second chance at love, and it's almost taken away from you again. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So from that, I accumulated lots of dogs because when he got sick, I only had 3. And now I have 5, 2 cats and a bird.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
But coming home from the hospital with him, owing the hospital over $800,000, it found me selling everything I had but my home to take care of him, to keep him at home.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't die like the doctor said. He's still alive. He's still in a vegetative state. He's still at home.
Okay.
But I had to make a living for myself because now I had no money left.
Yeah.
It was all gone in doctor bills and whatever I needed to take care of him. So one day I was sitting at the machine and playing around with the dogs. I made them a little Southern Belle dress. And you're going to see a Southern Belle dress today, but I made one and everybody just thought it was so wonderful.
So unique. You never...
Yes.
And I'm sure it's very intricate, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
So then from that, I was at wherever I go, to the grocery store, to the veterinarian's office, wherever I went, I talked about my pet apparel.
Okay.
I had one by one come order something. The first Christmas, that was 3 years ago, I sold over $1,500 worth of clothing from November to December.
Oh, wow. Okay. And
so then that just took off from word of mouth. And then I started going to stores and marketing, and with the help of a very good friend of mine, Madeline Pacifico, who gave up her career to come in and help me and to take care of my pets while I lived in the hospital and help me take care of my husband at home. I mean, things just went, and that's how I got started. And now, to show someone a piece of garment that I have designed and created and made, and how well they fit and how cute they look, and to pick out the perfect fabric to make them from, that I like to go into the department stores and look at the fabric that clothing are made out of.
Oh, the current trends
yes.
for the people.
Yes, and that's what I
and
go.
apply them to.
Yes, that's what I do.
Okay.
Yes.
That's smart. And that's a wonderful story. I'm sorry that it's been such a tough road for you, but it seems like you're, able to do what you love, be at home, be with the one you love. And this is a perfect expression of that. All these outfits here, you could see that there's love in it. And I always think a good product comes from the people and feelings behind it. So
yes.
I'm sure that is reflected in all of your other clothes as well.
Another thing, Rosemary, people looked at me and said how rough the road has been for me, but I have enjoyed every moment of it. I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. I have less than I've ever had in my life of material things, but I'm happy. I found that peace. I found contentment, and it comes out in my work.
I can tell that too.
Because I find the love for it. I go to bed at night and I dream about something, and somehow I have a vision that I can see a finished product before it's done, and I can just visualize things, and it just come about because I never went to school for it. It's all gifts. I never went to school for designing. Never. I've never been to school for designing.
So you have a natural gift for this.
I have a natural gift for it.
And to be able to find that in your lifetime, I think all of our viewers out there who know anything about finding your passion in life and making sure it's part of your life, defining yourself. And here we have a successful businesswoman who has gone through so much adversity and turned it around, and able to be productive and be happy and contributing. Grace is full of grace.
Hi, I'm Mike Farrell, and this is my friend Jason. You know, there are a lot of things to care about in life, and sometimes the little things are forgotten. Things like a little respect for the animals with whom we share our world. Things we do have an effect on Jason and his friends. For 10 tips on how to be more caring toward animals, write People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, Washington, D.C. 20015. We thank you.
But right now we're talking about the Sassy Sam.
Sassy Sam.
And that coat is a little big on Juliana, but say for instance, you bought a puppy for Christmas. Say you bought a terrier for Christmas, and the terrier weighs 4 pounds.
Okay.
But you know it's going to end up weighing 7, 8 pounds.
Yep.
That coat looks fine on a 3-pounder, but yet when it's 8 pounds, it'll still fit.
That's perfect, because you know what you have to work with.
Yes.
So you're not just buying something that will get 2 months of use and that's it.
No,
So
I won't do that. Some must-haves. This is
faux
fur, yes.
Great.
Isn't that wonderful?
I love it.
Look how soft that is, and
I wish
so
you could
warm.
feel it at home. It's like butter.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, we're almost out of time for this segment.
Okay. Well, this I must tell you. Who does this look like to you? Isn't that Jackie O?
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that Jackie Onassis? You know, she was my role model. She was my favorite person on earth.
Where are the sunglasses? You have to do the whole shebang. That's wonderful.
Yes, and this coming back with the Jackie O dress also.
This is to die for.
Yes. This is a must-have for every friend you have at home.
And again, you have to feel the inside.
Oh, yes.
It's just so baby soft.
Yes.
And again, it won't mat their fur.
No, it won't. Okay. Deja Lynn is wearing a faux fur, and I call this chicken red because it looked like the little banner chickens. But I just think it's really neat. It comes in a size extra small to an extra large. That's very nice, and it has a fun fleece lining in it. Will not match your hair. It's 100%
After a wardrobe change from the Sassy Sam collection, Grace is going to show us the wing coats.
Rosemary, this is a really neat coat because this will fit. This gives you an extra 3 inches in the girth. It's excellent for Chinese crescent dogs that have the little neck, the little body, but their girth is sort of big.
Okay.
Chihuahuas, it fits perfect. You can take this coat and put it on a bulldog if you use the extra large. It will fit. And one thing nice about the wing coats, with each one of these wing coats, I make a purse and a collar for the owner to match. Can you see yourself with one of these purses like this?
It's funny because before you even said that, I was thinking I really want to be a dog just so I could wear these coats. But now that you're telling me I can get purses and my own stuff to accessorize with my dog, or I guess the dog will be accessorizing with me, wouldn't he?
Yes, they come extra small up to an extra large.
Wonderful.
And this can actually fit a Great Dane dog.
Okay, and these are washable as well?
These are washable as well. Wool light, shake it out, hang it, and you're ready to go. And this is we talked about the faux fur with the suede and the Berber with the Berber fleece. It's just the same material, different styles that fit different body dogs.
Remember, faux is our friend.
Yes.
That's amazing. And I think it shows the attention to detail is there, the research of the materials, and also having a feeling for the different breeds and what would fit them best and look good on them. I mean, look at the colors on this one. The faux fox. It's wonderful.
And I think this is beautiful when the parent is wearing a denim.
Another quick wardrobe change. We're here to show you the remainder of the wrap coats as well as the dresses.
We forgot this. This is our tuxedo with our matching dress, satin. This is when they're going out on a party for the town.
Here, let me just move you out of the way and look good and see. Oh, look at that. They're matching. What a couple.
The dress and the tuxedo.
Look at the detail on this.
Yes.
The bow tie, button down.
And then it has a bow tie underneath.
Oh, another bow tie there.
And the shirt underneath.
Oh, and it's like a tuxedo shirt there.
Yes.
The white.
You know how
piping.
most of these old babies, they're lap babies?
Yeah.
And you pair them and you hold them in the arms like this.
Watch your mic.
And then you can see the tuxedo in the front. Or if it's down, you can walking. The tuxedo's on the back.
Wonderful. So you really took into account how the garment would be viewed from all perspectives.
Yes.
That's great.
And it's the same thing with this is one of our little Christmas dresses that was left.
I don't know if you could see this nice bling here, the buckles on the dress.
With the rhinestones. And this is hot. This is going to be really hot this spring in pink and blue. I forgot to tell you this. We are doing tuxedos for these people for weddings. Now, you know how young people are today. They don't have to be married to have children. And so a bunch of us got together. We want to make sure that we can set a new trend. So before we breed our dogs now, they get married.
Oh.
So they have wedding dresses and tuxedos, and we have weddings for them. Before they breed, they have their pups.
Okay.
And this is a new trend, and I hope that this will go. My friend and I, who's a breeder, we're doing this together now, and I'm hoping that it'll go all over the country because I think it's neat that we can get back to families of two parents again.
Yeah.
Now, Juliana is wearing our Jackie O coat. Doesn't that look like Jackie O?
Look at this.
And when we take the coat off, come Juliana.
Come here, honey.
Juliana being camera shy. If we take Juliana's coat off.
Don't worry, we're not going to expose her because I have a feeling this is the dress segment.
That is the dress segment. That's the Jackie O dress. And
look at that. Matching coat. This has the D ring. All the coats have the D ring that are here.
And don't forget the fur collar. I think it just looks so much like Jackie O. She was my role model when I was young growing up. And I just love her style. I used to try to walk like her, talk like her, and dress like her. So I just feel, I'm on top of the world, that I can make something for our little fairy friends to look like Jackie O. And then we have other.
This is overwhelming. More to the collection. Grace, why don't you tell us about all these ones here?
Okay. Juliana Grace is wearing that we call Emerald City. It's a Victorian dress with Victorian lace and a white bow on the back. And actually, that will take you from Christmas right straight through the weddings in May. Desjardins is wearing our Southern Belle. Our Southern Belle went from Christmas. It's going to Valentine's Day. And it's also going to be in our wedding collection for June. $9.99, and that's all satin, and it has a little slip under it. And one thing about my dresses, they're all fully lined to give them a nice body and that it will not mat the hair. Again, they're made that it won't mat the hair. Chelsea is wearing a wool blend that's complete washable, and I call it the little mock pocket dress. So she has little pockets on the side that mommy can put her keys in or put a little tissue for her nose, whatever she might need it for. And it has little
little buttons.
Yeah,
there
the little
too.
buttons. They're little leather buttons. I couldn't think of leather. There's the little leather buttons there. And they come in, have a pink and turquoise and that beige one.
Lovely.
Now, this is also a Southern belle, and this is red burgundy.
And let me have us hold it over here so the viewing audience can see.
And that one is different. This one has one big bow. That one has, we call this the little Southern belle bow dress because it has 4 bows on it.
And we'll go like this.
Yes.
Here's the head will go through here. The tail's on this end, and I'm going to pivot it a bit. See the lovely detail, the bow there. Bows all around the waist.
Yes, and this is the red chiffon.
And look at that underneath the tulle. Very good.
And that is the red chiffon.
Great. This one again. The head is up here. More of this. And for those who like to look up the dress, woo!
Woo-hoo! I'm getting so excited just thinking about what I can do with this for the spring. When we come out with the pastel colors and the pearl button, and all the neat things that we can do this spring.
Oh, the way you can accessorize.
Yes.
And keep current.
Oh, yes. And don't forget that Precious Pups Creations, they make panties for the girls. They make diapers for the boys. So there's no reason to have accidents in your house if you don't get a chance to walk them, because you can always use panties and diapers with little panty liners in them. It's the best way to train dogs today.
No, you've thought of everything. That's great.
I try to think of what you put on your body and what would work for you and what will work for the babies. And people don't want dogs because they don't have time to train them. Mm-hmm. Well, if you take a boy dog, you take a male, you put a diaper on them, you take them outside, take the diaper off, they do their business, you give them a treat, you put the diaper on and bring them back in the house. Okay. You do this 5 times, and I guarantee you they will never go in the house again. 5 times, that's all it takes. Same thing with the girls. And I just think it's wonderful. And I do make fancy pants to go with the dresses, too, for people who want them.
Oh, wonderful fancy pants. That's great.
With lots of lace and I really enjoy doing it.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for sharing your collection with us. This is really fabulous. And again, I personally love the fact that they're all washable, that there is no chafing or matting of the hair because she's taken into account the materials used and how they work against the dog's skin and fur. And again, the faux fur, faux is our friend. Furs belong on the animals, not on us. So I think that's great too. And I think they do as well. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Thank you. And now, for our final part of this lovely segment, Grace is going to show us the lullaby sacks.
Well, Rosemary, if you look at the Animal Channel you see in the wild, they're big and nest. They make nests.
Oh, by nature. All animals want to...
Yeah, they want to nest.
Yeah.
So I decided that I would make a nest for our furry friends.
Oh, wonderful.
And this is a lullaby nest. And when they get the little PJs on, and you put them in this, and Juliana just loves hers. These I can't make fast enough. I can't keep them. And everybody, cats, dogs, they all just love them.
Look at that. She's settling right in. You're right.
She settles right in. And they all do.
That's wonderful. I mean, look at this. It's better than schlepping around some old blanket or something. I mean, I think I've even seen coats that match this, frankly.
Oh, yes.
So, you can carry this anywhere. In your car, it's portable, washable again, I assume.
Washable again. Wash it in cold water, shake it, hang it, and let it dry.
And it's so cozy.
And they're made in many colors.
Oh, look at that. She just absolutely loves it. But you're right. Every animal wants to nest and burrow, and what a comfy way to do it.
And every animal will do that. Give me.
Would you consider this reversible then?
Oh, it could be, yeah. It could be reversible if you want it reversible. But you're going to go in, Jason. She loves hers.
She doesn't want to go to bed yet.
No, she doesn't want to go to bed.
She's a party animal, as they say, wants to stay out late.
Juliana, she loves it.
Yeah. And how many colors or patterns do these come in? Or at the moment, I'm sure you actually expand your collection. Would that be safe to say?
Oh, yes. I have, you know the blue fur you like?
Yes, the one that
match the
goes
jeans?
with the denim,
Well,
yes.
I have that fur with a pewter denim.
Nice, okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, so the denim's on the outside and that's on the inside.
Yes,
Oh.
it's beautiful. And I make pillows out of this, 5 feet long for Great Dane dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I just make everything, but I use this fur because they just love it.
Okay.
And they love the burr in it.
Okay.
So I have this in like 8 or 9 different fabrics.
No, do you size these as well, or you
Yes, yes. I have the smaller ones for little dogs, and then I have the bigger one that has a bigger lip.
Okay.
You know, I make them, some of them up to 36 inches round.
Okay.
And I used to make them really long for cats, that the cats can crawl in.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But people would say, "Oh, Grace, I like them short."
Wonderful.
I just like them short. So now I make them all short.
Well, thank you so much, Grace, for being here from Precious Pups Creations. And thank you for visiting us today on Animal Shopping Club Network. Until next time.
Good night.